of it now. Now another thing that's threatening us is alien takeover. Alien takeover. Aliens, humanoid aliens, are taking over this planet. And they are mostly what they call the reptilian aliens. So there's some little greys and others, humanoid aliens, who are taking over this planet. And they're switching us for themselves by creating duplicate bodies that look just like us and occupying those bodies. Just telling you. One of the things they will do, the Anunnaki aliens, which are riding on the planet Nibiru, this Saturn-sized planet, they are coming to visit us, to inspect us, because they they genetically modified us. They didn't create us, but they genetically modified us. All right. So, just trying to tell you the main thing is another thing that's coming up. I think it looks like is world economic collapse, because there are many countries who are spending what they haven't got, especially the United States. And it looks like it's going to keep on spending what it hasn't got. But the result will be that the US dollar will go down, and in the end, the United States will collapse, and all the countries that do it likewise will also collapse. And it will finally lead to collapse of the world economy. This is what I think will happen. And that should happen within the next few years, too. And many horrible things are going to happen, including the worst Inquisition of all. Shia Islam is taking over the world. I'm just mentioning the most horrible things that are happening at present. Even apart from all those things, mankind, which is very unevolved, it's very evolved technologically. That is thanks to the aliens. What they're doing, what certain parties in government or behind the government are doing, is allowing the aliens to experiment with us. And they don't use anesthetics, by the way. They abduct and experiment with certain chosen aliens. I think they're working through us all, one by one, to inspect us as well as they're going. And, as I was saying, the point is, anyway, that they're going to inspect us. Oh yes, I was saying that the reason that we are technologically advanced is because the aliens are giving us advanced technological information in exchange for being allowed to abduct us. And this has been allowed by the certain parties behind, not all the government perhaps, but in the secret government perhaps behind the government. There is a secret government as well. I think it's a collective. But anyway, it's someone upstairs, shall we say, right, who has permitted the aliens to do this. So this is another horrible thing which is happening to us. It would be useless to fight them. They're far too advanced technologically for us. We wouldn't stand a chance, so don't even think about it. They would destroy us immediately. Don't even think about it. Incidentally, I have found out, see, the world is in a terrible mess, but especially economically, and particularly in the United States, which many other countries as well, which cannot pay off its deficit now. It's impossible for it to pay off its deficit. It's getting into terrible debt. We're looking at now at trillions of dollars being spent, which we haven't got, you see. When I say we, I mean the United States, but there are many countries in the world doing this. And the answer is the only end result will be hyperinflation, which will be pretty awful. So many horrible things are going to happen to the world over the next few years. Horrible and terrible things. Very many of them. What I was just trying to say is I have found a way that cure this by spreading the wealth. This is the antidote for it. And I've given, basically, you could spread the wealth. I know that people are not just going to hand over their money. They just won't do it. I know that, especially the rich. But I'm saying if the government can organize this, if the governments of the world can organize this, or any government for that matter, all they've got to do is issue a new currency every year and divide it out equally among all the breadwinners. That's basically what my system is. It's called ratings. Please ask me that as well. R-A-T for short, rat. It's got nothing to do with rats. It's rat is short for ratings, which is my system for spreading the wealth. Originally I had a mathematical system, but it's too involved to be attractive to people. But the money system, my other system, is much easier, because all you need to do is for the government to do this, of course, not me or anyone else, but the government, or the country concerned, and I hope the whole world will take it up, because the whole world needs to do it to save the world economic collapse. Issue a new country every year, which spread out equally among all breadwinners. All breadwinners. All right. And regarding, may I suggest, along it's not necessary, but along with it, pay by production, not time. Pay by productivity, not time. I realize these things will be most unpopular, but if you want to save if you want to save the world, this is the way to do it. And if you don't do it, goodbye. Right, within the next few years. Pay by productivity, not time. Okay. That's all I see. I'm doing it straight out of my head at the moment. I've written many long articles on these subjects. So I think I will conclude or wind up here. The main thing to worry about is 2012. If we're going to say use my system of spreading the wealth monetarily, by governments doing it. But what I've arranged is award the government ministers, oppositions to double their share. There's an incentive to get them to say yes to this scheme, otherwise they won't do it, you see, particularly the rich. Right? So all right, just my suggestions to you, but for God's sake, get down that North Geographical Pole as fast as you can. You'll find it will lead you into the inner earth, which is better even than the surface. All right, much healthier down there, although there are many new dangers down there, which I better not go into here, it might put you off. All right, thank you very much for listening. If you did, those who did, goodbye for now. All the best to you all. Please ask for Elsa, if you will, and also for the ratings. Spread the wealth system. All the best to you. God bless you. You're going to be. I assure you. Bye.